Okay, so another talk for today. Although it's going to be posted not on the same day, so... New talk. This is not really specific to adoption, and that is being approached with the question, where are you really from? And this has happened to me so many times, and the first time I got asked that, I was so confused. And I don't think I answered it the right way, because the other person was really confused too. And I said that I was from Atlanta, and they were like, well, where are you really from? And I was like, Dunwoody? Like, what? I'm not sure why this question is being asked. Because it's not really anyone's business to know exactly where I was born or my background. And it kind of highlights the racial issues in America or wherever you are, because I don't think many white people are asked that question. And to be honest, I don't really care if you're from Ireland or Scotland or France or England. Like, that's great, but how does that affect our relationship? It really doesn't. So when I say, oh yeah, I'm from Atlanta, and then someone goes, oh, where are you really from? I'm like, why do you care? Why are you even asking that? Is it because I don't have an accent or I'm not fluent in Chinese? Like, why does it matter? I see so many people on social media complaining about it, not just adoptees, like everyone. It's always, why do people ask me where I'm really from? I can't even imagine asking someone that. Especially a stranger. And it's usually strangers who ask because they don't know enough about you. So where are you really from? What's your background? I'm like, why? Have you never seen an Asian person before? Like, why does it matter? You don't know anything about me. I'm not about to give you my life story. Like, oh, I'm from China, but I was adopted as a baby, and then I moved to Atlanta, and then I went to school in Boston, and now I'm in Austin. Like, that's ridiculous. Other people don't have to deal with this. So if you're one of those people who asks, where are you really from? Don't do it, because it really annoys everyone who gets asked that question. Because how do you answer that? Where are you really from? I'm not even sure what that means. It's not like, where are you born? Where did you grow up? Do you ask it that way because you realize that where were you born and where did you grow up sound really creepy and personal?
For the person who's legitimately interested in your cultural background and wants to get to know you better, what are some maybe related but more appropriate questions to ask?
Well, to be honest, I'm not really sure who would be asking me this without being close enough to me and knowing where I'm from. Can you picture meeting someone and wanting to know that much about them? Really?
I should change the question to say, not a total stranger, but someone who maybe you met and like you're becoming closer to them.
So I think one of the best approaches would be to offer that own information about yourself first, or give some context as to why you want to know this. But don't do the thing where it's like, oh really, you don't look Chinese, like you look more Vietnamese to me, because like I get that a lot and that makes no sense to me either. But I think it would help a lot if the person asking the question offered some sort of context or their own background so that it's not so weird. Because it's like, well, you're not giving me any information, so why should I tell you my story, you know? Because, so Adam's behind the camera if people didn't figure it out, but he's from Baltimore. I was never like, where are you really from, you know? Where are you from?
I'm German and Polish.
Exactly, but when does that ever come up in conversation? I mean, I talked to my adoptive parents about it just because there's a whole mix of European countries in there, and that's just, you know, whatever. I have a weird German last name, so there's that too. Where are you really from? That should just be eliminated from conversation. And if you really want to know about someone's background, get to a point where it wouldn't be considered too personal to learn that. I take Uber a lot. Well, I did in Boston just because it was always snowing and I was not about to walk a mile in the snow. Whatever, okay. And a lot of the Uber drivers would ask, like, where are you really from? And if I said China, I would get, oh, really? Like, oh, you look Thai, or oh, you look Vietnamese. I'm like, what does that even mean? I didn't realize that every single person from a single country looked the same. So, that's the message. People's backgrounds are interesting, but not necessarily your business. And the phrasing, where are you really from, is offensive. And everyone who gets asked that gets annoyed and then posts about it on social media like me. So stay tuned for the next video.